Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am a little bit sick, so my voice is not at 100%. I came down with this massive flu after the ski trip, but we're fine. I'm able to film now because before I almost had no voice. But I wanted to sit down and chat about the 5 bags that I used the most this year. And I honestly love filming these videos because it makes me sit down, really think about it and look back on which are the bags that I used the most with every single season, why they work for me, and also think about the bags that were just not being used enough and maybe thinking about letting it go, or just think about why they're not working and maybe try to fix that. But I think this is a year that I have it like the most clear with the 5 bags. I wish that I could have included more, but I really wanted to condense it and give you the reasons why. I was hoping that the majority of these 5 would be bags that I bought this year, but actually no. Only 2 of them I got them this year and the other 3 are from before. Well, one of them is kind of in the middle, but you'll know. For anyone that watches my videos relatively often, you'll probably know which bags I'm gonna talk about because I am a very consistent person. If I like something, I'm gonna stick to it. I'm consistent probably in every aspect of my life. So without rambling more, I'm gonna go for the first one, which is probably the most expected one, but also I want to talk about the issue that I had with it. So for me, the most used bag of 2023, no questions asked, like this beats the other 4 by far. I literally have an obsession with this bag. And I don't know if it's the size, if it's the color, if it's the perfect strap length that it has for me crossbody. I was really scared the day that I got it because I was like, I mean, Kelly is not the same as a Kelly 25. For me, the Kelly 25 is a little bit more worth the money because of the size. Like it actually feels like a bag. And at the beginning, I felt like this felt like a toy. And honestly, it's kind of a toy. Not a lot fits inside of this bag. Most of the times, I don't even put my phone inside, but that's just like a me thing. I prefer to have my phone in my hand. I got it December of last year, but honestly, this is the first year that I really got to use it because I got it and I left it under the tree for the longest time because I wanted to open it for Christmas. Since the day that I unboxed it, it was the first bag that I took on trips, and every time that I go anywhere, I take this with me. Like it's an extension of myself at this point. I don't know if it's even worth it to put myself on the wish list for another mini Kelly because it's gonna be really, really hard. This bag has become the bag for me. I am never scared to use it. If I need to walk around all day on the city, if I need to travel, if I need to, I don't know, whatever I need to do, this bag is it for me. And I think everyone can tell. I post it so much on Instagram because I use it so much because I post what I wear. If I'm out and I like the outfit, I'm gonna take a picture. It's the bag that I post the most, is the bag that I use the most. It's just it for me. Do you believe that it's worth it to try out maybe a mini Kelly in black or in brown? Because sometimes I'm a little bit risky when it comes to pairing it with certain outfits. Like for example, I really like to pair it with this navy striped pants, and I know they're navy, but then I put a coat on that is like light beige, so then I'm like, no, the bag is not gonna touch the pants, so it's not gonna get color transfer. But I'm consistently trying to get around the way to use this bag with every single thing that I wear, and I wear a lot of dark colors too. So yeah, I think that's something to consider for next year, but I'm happy if I only have this one. Now, in a past video, I did mention that I got a scratch on the bag, but I think I overreacted because when I saw the scratch was because I was cleaning it. I have this Havre Deluxe cleansing wipes, and they're for cleaning your bags after you use them for a little bit. So once a week, or when I see like a little bit of staining or whatever on the bag, because it's Epsom, it wipes away quite easy. So it's a very, very sturdy bag, I have to say that. And I have no color transfer in it, nothing you can really tell. And I was wiping the bag right here, I'm gonna show you, and I saw this like scratch, and it was so noticeable. It was like almost black, and I was so shocked, no idea when that happened, and a little bit devastated because, as I said, this bag is an extension of me. But now that it has dried out, you cannot really even tell. It's right here. Can you see? Probably, yeah. It's this little thing. Like it's nothing. It's honestly minimal. Doesn't grant to take it to repair or anything. And I mean, I get these bags to use them and to keep them forever unless I really, really fall out of love with them. So my purpose with this is not keep it pristine to later resell it. It's just for the bag to be functional for my lifestyle, and it has served its purpose 100%. So yes, it's a little bit sad that it has a tiny scratch, but it's fine. It's probably gonna get more scratches at some point, knocking on wood, but it might get color transfer because I use it so much. So the smart thing would be try to put myself on the wish list for a black or brown one. it would be ideal. Like my dream would be a box one in black. But that's just dreaming. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen at all. But yeah, this is for sure the most used bag of 2023, and it's in palladium hardware and in clay, in case I forgot to mention. Now, the one that I would say that it's my second most used bag, I think it's gonna be quite a surprise, but for some reason, every time that I'm going out, I'm like, this one. I gravitate a lot towards it because of the color, and it's good that I am because I tried so hard to find this bag when it was released. Like, I have a whole story with this freaking color. It was so hard to get, and here it is, and honestly, I love it. There's something about this bag and in lambskin that feels my heart so much. Like, it makes me happy when I see it. It looks like caramel. I love this bag. And this is a small classic flap in light gold hardware with the caramel from the 21p collection. And when I first fell in love with this color was actually around 2018. I think Chanel released a trendy CC in this exact same color. None of them came to my country. I couldn't buy them. Then I was traveling and I saw one. I didn't pull the trigger. I don't know why. And when I saw that this color was coming for 21p, which is printemps, like spring summer, I was on a mission to get this bag. And I was able to get it because of Redolux. Like, honestly, they went above and beyond for me. And sometimes you can see these bags pop up a lot on the resale market. Redolux has some from time to time. And if you search the hashtag 21p, it's like, this is the bag that you will see because it was the hit of the hit of the hit, and I was so in love with it. And this one actually got a pen mark. When I got it, it was shipped to me, and the people at customs, when they were like, I don't know, investigating the bag, I don't know, it's right here. Again, my bags will have wear. This one was not my fault, not of my making. That's one thing that makes it sting a little bit. I usually give grace to myself if I don't know, wear my bags because that's what they're meant for. But this was just like a very sad mistake. But anyway, it's almost gone. I was able to sort of clean it the best that I could, and I don't think it's worth it because it's on the inside to send it to leather surgeons or anything like that. But this bag has been like consistently every single year part of the heavy rotation, the ones that I reach out for the most. And of course, it's mainly because it's my color palette. I am very much a neutral person, and this bag, I just feel like it complements every single outfit. I love to wear the classic flaps crossbody. I love lambskin way more than caviar. I say that probably every single video, but I adore this bag so much. And I actually love this color so much that I at some point had it too on the 19 bag, but I felt like it was a little bit too much, that I didn't really need both, so I sold the 19 bag and I kept this one. Now this one I was between two. I was between my black Birkin 25 and this one, but the reason why I think this one deserves like its mention and its spotlight, it's because it's so versatile. Like, the color surprised me so much. I don't know if the camera catches ever the true color of this bag, but this is in vert de riz, which is like this military green grayish sort of tone. It's very muted, so it passes off as green or as gray, and it actually goes with almost everything. And as I said, for some reason the 25 feels to me a little bit more like a proper bag than the Mini Kelly. I still use the Mini Kelly more, but that's not the point. The thing is that this bag, especially this year, I feel like this is a year that I have traveled the most in the past like 5-6 years. I've been traveling a lot to places where it rains a lot, especially London. And when I'm doing the girl math in my head of the amount of bags that I want to take, because of course I want to take pictures, but also I don't want to worry if I'm gonna take a cab or let's say the subway or a bus or wherever I want to go, or if I want to walk and I need it to be crossbody, I need to have a top handle because sometimes I get tired of crossbody. I need something that is gonna withstand rain, and I need something that is gonna fit my phone, an extra battery, possibly my vlogging camera, and everything that I need. And when I sum all that up, this bag was the answer to that. I'm sorry if you guys can hear it. My neighbor is playing opera and it's distracting me so much, but it could be worse. I'd rather have a neighbor that plays opera than like Skrillex or something like that. So I think it's quite of a sum with the color of the bag, the fact that it's very durable. I don't have to worry about color transfer. At least I try to not worry about it. I don't think black would do anything to it, but the bag is perfect. And yeah, I just really love it. It's in gold hardware. I mostly use gold jewelry. I don't try to base myself a lot on that, but it's definitely a factor when it comes to my decision making when getting a bag. And this one, I think 2022 was not one of my most used ones at all, but it won this year a little bit to my Birkins because of that. And it's funny because I have two Kellys on my most used bags, but I prefer the Birkin by far when it comes to choosing between the Birkin and the Kelly. I don't know why, just the shape of the Birkin, and I prefer Toco leather over Epsom, so maybe I would enjoy a lot a Kelly in return. Maybe I would really like them. Something to think about it in the future. This one, I did get it this year, and again, I was surprised because I was a little bit decisive on the fact that this was going to be one of those special only occasions bag, mainly like for the wedding and that. It was not a bag that was even on my wish list. It was something that I completely gave up on years ago because you would never really see it on the resale market at all, and I originally wanted this bag in 2019. So now when I think back on it, my reasonings by wanting this bag in 2019 were just because it was pretty. Now I think my life changed enough that when I got it this year, I just reached for it so much. If I'm going to have dinner to a fancy place, I don't even have to think about it. I just go for this one. Like, I plan a black outfit or white or something, and I just gravitate towards this one. It's a no-brainer for me now. Every time that I have something like a little bit special, this is the bag for it. An event, of course. And if I travel, I know that at some point during the trip, I'm gonna go to a fancy dinner or I'm gonna go to do something during the night, and this is just the bag for me. Now, I also got the DJoy in the crystals, which is gonna make a little bit of competition to this one, but it's good because I didn't have absolutely anything that I was like this. All of my bags in my collection are quite casual and neutral that can be a little bit more just for the day, and this one, it went from wanting to use it only from special occasions to I need to take it on trips because it's my night bag, it's my special bag, so I want to take it with me, and it makes me so happy because I'm giving it the proper use. That I know that a lot of people that get these bags because it's like kind of special and really hard to find, you want to keep them pristine for as long as possible, you want to take very good care of them, and I try to do that, but the fact that I can implement it almost weekly in my life, it's amazing for me. And I'm gonna show you a close-up. This bag is a dream come true to me. It's one of the bags that I got this year, and it's just full of pearls. I think this bag is like Chanel in a bag. Like, it represents the brand so well, like the pearls, the mini. I just love it so much. And I know a lot of people complain that it's heavy, but I kind of like the fact that it's heavy. I cannot explain why. It's like a really, really pretty and special bag, and it was worth it so much waiting for it. Now, I try to use it like this. So yeah, I have a scrunchie. I do like a loop inside of the bag, and then I use it like this, or you can even put a ribbon on it on inside and use it as a shoulder bag. So this is mainly how I use it. Not really crossbody because I don't feel like this bag is like a crossbody bag, but I do appreciate the fact that I have the option if I want to. But wearing it like this has been comfy because it does fit my phone, it fits my wallet, it fits an extra battery pack, it fits a lip gloss, my keys, like everything that I want, it fits inside of the bag. So I was pleasantly surprised and I love it so much. The reason why I wanted to put it on the top 5, it's because it's definitely my go-to. Now the 5th and the last bag is going to be my Birkin 35. And I almost don't want to put it on this video because I know that I've been talking about it too much, and I don't want you to be like, oh my god, shut up already, we know that you like the bag. So again, this year I've been traveling a lot, and not only by plane but also by car, by train. I've also been liking to go out and work outside of the house, and this bag, first, we know that I love the Birkin. It's like the original size, like the Birkin 35 I believe was the original Birkin size. The gray is beautiful. The palladium hardware just makes the bag so perfect. Like, it's so pretty, but it's also very functional, at least for me. Of course, if it had a strap, it would be like a full package, but for some reason, when I have a very big and heavy bag, I always use the handles. I don't really do the strap. And yeah, I just do this, or I put it on top of my luggage. I don't really walk around with it that much because it is definitely heavy when you put everything inside. But for every trip that I have taken, this is my travel bag, but it's also the bag that I use there. It's been so accommodating and so perfect, because usually I would take a bag like to put all my stuff inside, but it was not a bag that I would use there. Like, I would compare this versus the Keepel, for example. If I take my Keepel, it's not a bag that I'm gonna use outside, it's just a travel bag. This is a bag where I can put my laptop, my camera, other bags, everything that I want I can put inside of this bag, and it's a bag that I would also use during the trip. When I was wedding dress shopping, inside I had everything that I needed. I had coffee, I had snacks, I had water, I had my heels, an extra battery pack, like for specific things, it's just such a good size bag for me. Like I understand that pretty much any bag that would be this size would be great. Like I can think of many options, like the YSL sac de jour in the bigger sizes. A massive Lady Dior would make the same job too. Like you don't need to get a Birkin, that's what I'm trying to say. But this size of bag, for me, it serves me so well, and I enjoy it so much. And I've been able to develop some hacks around how to use it for traveling safely, to not damage the bag. I made like a whole video about it, but I'm honestly so happy that I went with it and that I waited for the specific one that I wanted, because it just makes it so special. And it's probably the biggest bag that I own right now, and it's big, but it's smaller than an Everfull, so it's not a massive bag. Like I don't know why in my head before I got it I was so scared of it being like too overwhelming when I can wear a tote, and this is the size of a regular tote, even a little bit smaller. So it's not that big. It can get heavy, yes, but there's way around it. And with an organizer and all of the pockets being an open tote, it's just so good. So I would recommend this open big tote to anyone. I know that totes have always been super popular, and big bags are definitely doing a comeback this year and most probably next year too. But it's such a refreshing bag when I usually gravitate towards very small and mini bags. This is like whatever I wish to put inside, I can. Of course, when I'm going out with this one, I don't pack it full, and if I do, let's say you put a sweater, a beanie, some gloves, your water, and your essentials, can get a little bit heavy, yes. And sometimes Polo helps me carry it, that's a reality. But he also likes to put his stuff inside, so it's like our bag. So those were my 5 bags. I know that all of them were quite expected, and the 2 bags that I got this year that were the Pearl Mini and this one, I got them and I instantly went into the honeymoon phase with them. There are so many bags that I wanted to include, but honestly, these are the ones that I can say, if I look back, I could see myself reaching out for this the most. So I hope this video was fun, and I would love to know which one was your most used bag or your most used bags of this year, and which one was maybe your least used bag. I can tell you that my least used bag this year was probably my Chanel Jumbo. Hopefully that's gonna change in the future, but I don't want to let go of that bag. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you're not done watching, I'll leave you 2 videos right here in case you want to check them out. Thank you, and see you on the next one. Bye!